Psalm. Have you ever read it? It speaks of such raw human emotion. King David, a man after God's own heart, pours out his heart in distress. This isn't a victory song, no. It's a raw, honest plea for help from a hurting soul. David's words remind us that even giants of faith face hardship. They stumble, they hurt, they cry out, and in these moments, they turn to God. Their vulnerability encourages us to do the same, to bring our pain to the one who understands. This psalm is a reminder that we're not alone in our struggles. We all experience moments of doubt, fear, and despair. But even in our darkest hours, God is with us. He hears our cries, and He longs to comfort us. We can find solace in knowing that God is always present. He is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. When we feel overwhelmed by life's challenges, let us remember that God is with us every step of the way. David doesn't hold back. He speaks of guilt gnawing at him, fear gripping his heart. Sin has a way of doing that, doesn't it? It isolates us, makes us feel unworthy. David felt this deeply. He describes a loneliness that's almost palpable. Friends, even loved ones pulling away. It's a pain many of us know, that feeling of being misunderstood, abandoned. But even in this darkness, David clings to faith. He reminds us that true isolation is being distant from God. Our human relationships can falter, but God's love never fails. When we feel alone, He is there, ready to listen, to comfort, to remind us of our worth in His eyes. Remember, God is always with us. He is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. When we feel overwhelmed by life's challenges, let us remember that God is with us every step of the way. Psalm 38 doesn't shy away from physical suffering either. David describes his body racked with pain, his strength failing. It's a reminder that our struggles aren't always spiritual. Sometimes life throws physical challenges our way. Sickness, injury, chronic pain, they can make us question God's goodness. But even in those moments, God is near. He collects our tears, hears our groans, and walks with us through the fire. David's vulnerability teaches us to bring our physical pain to God too. He may not always remove it, but He promises to be our strength when we are weak. He is our healer, our comforter, our ever-present help. Remember, God is always with us. He is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. When we feel overwhelmed by life's challenges, let us remember that God is with us every step of the way. Section 4. Mercy, my plea, seeking God's healing touch. What is the cry of David's heart in all this pain? It's simple mercy. He knows he's fallen short, made mistakes, but he also knows God's capacity for forgiveness is greater. This is a lesson for all of us. When we're hurting, physically or emotionally, it's easy to get lost in self-pity, blame, but David teaches us to turn that into a prayer. Lord, have mercy. Forgive, heal, restore. That plea for mercy is an act of faith. It's acknowledging our need for God, His power to make us whole again. It's a step towards that healing, that restoration we so desperately crave. Remember, God is always with us. He is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. When we feel overwhelmed by life's challenges, let us remember that God is with us every step of the way. Section 5. Hope remains. Finding strength in God's faithfulness. Psalm 38 isn't a fairy tale ending. David's pain doesn't magically disappear, but there's a glimmer of hope woven throughout. It's in his unwavering faith, even when he feels abandoned. He declares, Lord, you are my hope. This isn't wishful thinking, but a deep-seated trust in God's character. David knows even in suffering, God is working, He is faithful, He will see him through. That's the hope we cling to as well. Life will throw storms our way. We will face pain, doubt, and fear. But God's love remains constant. His grace is sufficient. Our hope is not in our circumstances, but in the one who holds us through them all. Remember, God is always with us. He is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. When we feel overwhelmed by life's challenges, let us remember that God is with us every step.